Okay, guys, welcome back. So, why do we do the quadratic formula? Well, basically, because when we're presented with a worded question like this, we're going to need to use the formula. But first, we've just got to do things. So, the first thing I'm going to do is read it. So, the population of an ant colony of rare African ants is given by the equation n is equal to x squared plus 2x plus 300. So, n is equal to x squared plus 2x plus 300. Now this says where n is the amount of ants and x is the height of the ant hill in centimetres. So if we had a look here, this would be x, the height of the ant hill, and this would be n. That's an ant. So if we look at this, it wants us to know how high this ant hill could be if the ants in the colony were 850. So basically what we're really looking to do is to replace this number with one of the two variables that we know. Now it says that n is the number of ants, and this is the number of ants. So obviously we're going to change this n into 850. It's going to give us x squared plus 2x plus 300. Now if you watch the last video, we really want this side to be equal to 0. So to do that we need to rearrange this equation. So I'm going to take 850 from this side, so that will give me the 0 that I need. So I'm going to take 850 from this side as well. So my new equation is x squared plus 2x, and then of course that's going to be minus 550. Alright, so before we even start to do the quadratic formula, this is the first thing that we need to do. So now we've got these values. Well, a is equal to 1, b is equal to plus 2, and c in this case is equal to minus 550. So we just found those values and we needed to rearrange the formula to actually find them. So we have a look over here, it's going to be minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, and that of course is going to be over 2a. So all we need to do is put our values into a formula and hopefully come up with an answer. So if we have a look here, if you want to do this yourself, you can pause the video now and then check my working out. That might be a nice way for you to practice this particular thing. So b is 2, so minus 2 plus or minus 2 squared minus 4 times 1 times minus 550. And once again, as we've seen in the last couple of things here, these two minuses make a big difference. It's actually going to change this number in here to a plus. So, grabbing a calculator, one is going to be minus, hang on, we just might need to move the camera down a little bit. One is going to be minus 2 plus the square root of, well, it's going to be 4 plus, because those two negatives are going to make a positive. So, 550 times by 4 is going to give us 2,200. And of course this would have been 2 times 1, I should have put that down there, over 2, or the other one, since we've used the plus, we now need to use the minus, so it's going to be minus 2 minus 4 plus 2,200 over 2. So I might move over here a little bit just to make it a bit easier for us. We're going to get, so for the first one, it's going to be the square root of 2,204 plus minus 2 and then divided by 2. So that's going to give me an answer of 22.47. Or the other one is going to be the square root of 2,204 take away minus 2, which is going to give me this, and divide that by 2 is going to be 24. Hang on. We'll go back there. Logan distracted me.
Sorry.
Minus 2 minus the square root of 2002 gives us negative 48.94. I'm going to divide that by 2, which is going to give us negative 24.27. Now, if we look at these two answers, which one doesn't make sense? So we've got a positive answer and we've got a negative answer. So what's the problem with those two? Why don't they make sense to us? I'm just going to check this one. Anybody out there make a suggestion? And the problem is, of course, is that you can't have a negative height. An anthill can't be negative 22.47, can it, Logan? No. We knew that. We picked that quite quickly.
Yeah.
So that's, of course, what we would do if we had a worded question. So that's 24.47. That's what you do if you've got a worded question. Now, on your worksheet, guys, that you had, I'll put another one on Canvas. You had some worded questions. So basically, towards the end of this term, that's what I want us to be doing. So working through these worded questions that are here, and I'll get back to you next week when I'll be making some more exciting mathematical movies. Just quietly check out the thumbnail. I know you're jealous. See ya.